First of all, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ, whose name in the Paleo Hebrew is Hamashiach Yahushua, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. And we are the servants assembly. Now, we coming with a Sabbath lesson about stress and anxiety in this truth, man. Stress and anxiety in the world, right? Because we may go through things on a daily basis, but we may take a carnal attitude to it. But the Most High said, let him be our confidence in when we facing adversity, right? So the first precept we're gonna go into is the book of John, chapter 16 and verse 32.
This is the book of John, chapter 16 and verse 32. Behold, the hour cometh, yea, is now come, that ye shall be scattered, every man to his own, and shall leave me alone.
Right, man. So, you know, it was during the time of the diaspora, right? We were scattered into all nations. It was a time of desolation. It was a time where the Most High allowed us to be scattered among the heathen and to be scattered among the wicked to different parts of Asia Minor, parts of Africa, Babylon, which is the United States. We're all scattered and we're all going through tribulation. Go ahead.
And yet I am not alone.
Right? This is Yahushua talking. Yahushua saying that he is not alone. Go ahead.
Because the Father is with me.
Because what?
Because the Father is with me.
So Yahushua said that the Father is with him. He's not alone. Right? Now, when you go into what was that Timothy or Corinthians, where it has the natural order of Hamashiach Yahushua, the father, the husband, the mother, and the daughter, right? That was 1 Corinthians, right? I'll be forgetting sometime. Right? So we know the natural order, right? So the Most High said that Yahweh is where he finds his confidence. That's why he's not alone. Can you read?
Verse 33. These things I have spoken unto you.
Right? So who is he talking to? He said, these things I've spoken unto you. Mashiach Yahushua was speaking to us, the Israelites. Go ahead.
That in me.
That in who?
That in me.
So he's saying in him. Go ahead.
Ye might have peace.
So now through Hamashiach Yahushua, through his sacrifice, through the Holy Spirit, right, in the Yahweh bringing Yahushua to be our confidence and to be our peace now. Right? Because Yahushua just said he's not alone. So now he sent his son to be our peace. Because now we know that we have a chance to be in redemption. Right? So that's where it's coming from, right? So you going through angst or any kind of depression, you have to realize that you have a avenue to go to in Hamashiach Yahushua the same way as Yahushua has an avenue to go to, which is the Father, right? So let's get a precept on that. Let's get Proverbs 3 and 26. Right? So we have to find peace in the Holy Spirit, but we find it through his son, through the commitment that the Most High put for us. He sent his son down to be that ultimate sacrifice because, hey, look, we scattered everywhere. It's all levels of wickedness, all different types of idolatry, all different types of gods and different things that we're serving to this day. And without Hamashiach Yahushua, we wouldn't have anything. We wouldn't have a chance at redemption, right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 26. For the Lord shall be thy confidence.
Who?
For the Lord shall be thy confidence.
Right? So the Lord, who's talking about? Yahushua. Yahushua is going to be our confidence. Go ahead.
And shall keep thy foot from being taken.
And shall keep what?
Thy foot from being taken.
Right, he going to keep us from tripping. He going to keep us from slipping. Because if we didn't have Yahushua, we would be free to slip, free to trip. It's crazy how you hear Jake say now, even to this day, I ain't tripping. Oh man, you was tripping. Right? That's how you know the Bible is speaking in the understanding that only we really can understand. The Most High said he would keep thy foot from slipping. That's in other words, he'll keep us from tripping. That's what it means, right? We just read in John 16, the 33rd verse, that Yahushua is going to be our confidence as Yahweh is Yahushua's confidence, right? We just proved that with Proverbs 3 and 20. Go to Hebrews 4 and 14.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens.
Right, so who's the high priest they're talking about? They're talking about Yahushua. Yahushua is considered to be the high priest, and he's going into heaven. Go ahead.
Yahushua, the son of Yahweh.
So Yahushua, the son of Yahweh. Go ahead.
Let us hold fast our profession. Verse 15. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are.
Right, because Yahushua was even tempted. He was tempted by the spiritual demon Satan. Right? So what did he do? He overcame. He overcame that temptation. Right? So keep reading.
Yet without sin.
Right, but he didn't sin. Right? So with us, what? We got to let him be our confidence, because Yahushua he's showing us that he can overcome. That means we can overcome too. He was here as a man, right? And he overcame. We can overcome. We can endure to the end, right? We can overcome any kind of depression, any kind of anxiety. You can have all kind of different things, man. Panic attacks. Brothers have panic attacks. I used to have panic attacks. Trying something new years ago, trying to smoke that damn spice, man. Automatically, I didn't even smoke. I wasn't even the type to even smoke weed, and I tried that stuff, trying to be cool, drinking 40s and all that.
That lot is messed up out.
And immediately I started having panic attacks, feeling like I was gonna die, feeling like I can't breathe. I'm on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Tripping, smoking that stuff that Elam giving us and Ishmael.
For real.
We go to the gas stations, we swerve and Golden Seal and all these different Scooby Snack. That thing don't even smell like something you need to be smoking. You smoking potpourri. And I tried that, man. And immediately I had to start taking them little football Xanax. That ain't, that wasn't something that make me feel good, man. Tripping, waking up in the middle of the night, knocking on my folks' door, trying to tell them that I'm calling an ambulance. Right? So that's a form of anxiety. And then I was diagnosed with depression. Right? And since I came into this truth, man, I ain't had no panic attacks. I ain't had no depression. You understand? Because you fight that, I fought that demon off, man. I think it was like a 4 or 5 day fast we went on, when we was thinking it was going to be a famine in the word, maybe about 4 years ago now, when all Israel went on a fast. If brothers go back, you'll find every camp just about. And I went on that fast too, man. I got off depression. I got off smoking cigarettes. I got off doing everything, man. So give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, man. Right? But go ahead.
Verse 16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace.
Say what? So let us. So he's saying Yahushua came and he overcame. He overcame Yahushua. I mean, that's Salakia, the spiritual demon Satan. So now he's saying, therefore, as his seed line and as his brothers and sisters, right? As Israelites, therefore we shall come boldly, man. Like the lions of Judah, the rhinos of Ephraim, man, right? The roes of what's that, Zebulun, man. Right? The wolves, the pack of wolves of Benjamin. I'm gonna plug my people, you know that, right? Right? So we shall come boldly, go ahead,
unto the throne of grace.
Unto the throne of grace. The grace, who gave us grace? Yahushua. So now we're gonna come boldly to the throne of grace, go ahead,
that we may obtain mercy.
That we may do what?
Obtain mercy.
So that we may obtain mercy.
And find grace.
And find grace.
To help in time of need.
In time of need, man. So that's what we're waiting for. That's our confidence, that grace and mercy in our time of need. That's what we're here for. Yahushua gave us that confidence because we know that through him, we have a grace period in order to get ourselves together. Now, each and every man has a different level of grace. I don't know how much grace I have. Gabar does not know how much grace he has. None of us knows these things. So, therefore, don't tempt the Most High. Don't try him, because hey, he'll take you down. Because you don't know when your time's going to run up. But through the strength and the power of Yahweh that he gave to his son Yahushua, we have that mercy and we have that grace, right? Keep going.
Chapter 5, verse 1. For every high priest taken from among men is ordained for men in things pertaining to Yahweh.
Right. So let's find out how Hamashiach Yahushua gained that grace, right? So let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 3. Salakia. Let me get Matthew 4 and 1. Salakia.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 4 and verse 1. Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
Right, so Yahushua was lifted up to be tempted by the spiritual demon Satan. Go ahead.
And when he had fasted 40 days.
So Hamashiach fasted 40 days, man. Right, go ahead.
And 40 nights. He was afterward and hungered.
He was hungry. So when you fast 2 nights, you hungry. I'd be hungry if I fast 1 minute. So Hamashiach fast for 40 days and 40 nights. So he was hungry. He was down to his last. He was just about crawling. Right? He had the spirit, but he didn't have a physical food in his body. Go ahead.
And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread.
So the spiritual demon said, if you be the son of Yahweh, I want you, since you hungry, command that these stones be bread. Now hold on right there. What verse you at?
I'm at Matthew 4. I'm about to go to verse 4, just the end of 3.
Okay, hold right there and get Deuteronomy 8 and 3. Right. Right? So the spiritual demon Satan, just like he tried to do Job, he tried to shake his confidence. Right? He tried to, okay, well, if you're supposed to be the son of the almighty power Yahweh, then make these stones turn into bread. And what did Yahushua say? Where's Yahushua quoting from? Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 3. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 3. And he humbled thee, and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knowest not, neither did thy father know, that he might make thee known that man doeth not live by bread alone.
The man doeth what?
Man do not live by bread alone.
So he said, man doeth not live by bread alone. Go ahead.
But by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doeth man live.
Right, so we live by the law, statutes, and commandments. The scriptures say keep the commandments and live. That's true life. True life is keeping the commandments, man. Okay? So let's go back to Matthew chapter 4 and 4.
This is the book of Matthew.
Get Matthew 4 and 4.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh.
Right. So what Yahushua was quoting out of the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 3, the most Yahushua said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that is by the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. So keep on reading.
Verse 5. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and sitteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, if thou be the Son of Yahweh, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall not give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou shalt dash thy foot against a stone.
Right.
Yahweh.
Yeah, so hey, so the spiritual demon Satan is telling Yahushua, he's quoting a precept, right? And that was what, verse 6. Let me get Psalms 91 and 9. I'm gonna show you where he's quoting that from, right? Because the spiritual demon Satan, he know the Bible too. Okay? When the spiritual demon Satan came pursuant to the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 6, he came with the angels and took a charge to stress and oppress Job to see where his strength was, to see if he would turn on Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, right? So let me get Psalms 91 and 9.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 9. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Right, Salakia. So the spiritual demon Satan is telling Yahweh Shai, what's being quoted in Psalms 91 and 9 and 10, right? That the Most High, that is written that the Most High is going to be your refuge, right? That's your safety. That's your confidence in this wicked world, right? So he's using that. He's thinking that he's going to use that to trick Hamashiach Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee.
Right. So he's saying, look, if the Most High is your refuge, he's going to keep your feet from dashing a stone. He's going to keep you from tripping, right? The angels is going to be there to save you, right? Go ahead.
To keep thee in all thy ways.
In all thy ways, man. You go forward, backwards, anywhere, right? Off a cliff, anywhere. Go ahead.
They shall bear thee up in their hands.
Right? So he's saying the angels are going to grab you and save you in their hands. So the spiritual demon Satan thinking he finna get something over on them Mashiach Yahushua.
Say something serious, bro.
This is how he has no real power. He uses it just like the physical reincarnation or the physical Slakia manifestation of the spiritual demon Satan, which is the other red man, which is Esau Edom. He has no real power. Can he deal with us on a physical level? Right? He can't even outrun nobody. He can't even be out in the sun long enough to chase us around. Right? But his power of manipulation, how he manipulates the 12 tribes of Israel, is what causes us to go astray and hate each other. Northern kingdom against southern kingdom. Southern kingdom against northern kingdom. Oh, we joke a lot, but we still see little things on Facebook. Who cooks the best food? Southern kingdom. No, northern kingdom cook the best food. Right? These are all things, it's all fun and games, but it's still a small look into the separation that Esau has made in that stake that he's drove down in the middle between southern kingdom and northern kingdom. And it's also prophecy because ain't nothing done without the call of Yahweh. So it's still it's supposed to happen, right, like that. But it's still a fact, right, and it's still true. Go ahead.
Lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
You see that? Go ahead.
Thou shalt tread upon a lion, and adder, the young lion, and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet.
Right. So what is he talking about? He's talking about the adder, the puff adder, the snake. It's full of toxin. You'll trample over that snake, and that snake won't bite you. He won't harm you. That young lion that just wants to play and deal with everything and just all over the place, he's not gonna harm you. He's using the precepts to get at Yahushua. Okay, go ahead.
Because he have set his love upon me.
See that? Go ahead.
Therefore I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name.
Right. So let's go back to Matthew 4 again. Salakia. I'll start back at 6.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 4 and verse 6. He said unto him, If thou be the son of Yahweh, cast thyself down. For it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands thou shalt bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. Yahweh said unto him,
What'd he say?
It is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God.
Hey, so I'm not finna tempt the Most High just to please you. just because I know and I got faith that the Most High is not going to allow my foot to slip, I'm not going to just jump off this thing and tempt the Most High, right? Now, where is he getting that from? Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 16. So you have to understand that the power is in the whole book. It's not in some of the book. This wouldn't even hit as hard if it wasn't already quoted in Deuteronomy 6, the 16th chapter. Right? I mean, verse. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 16. Ye shall not tempt the Lord your God.
You should not do what?
Tempt the Lord your God.
You shall not tempt the Lord your God. It was written already to not tempt the Lord. Go ahead.
As ye tempted him and Messiah. Ye shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your God, and his testimonies, and his statutes, which he commanded thee. Verse 18. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that it may be well with thee.
Right. So basically, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Do what is right. Right. Deuteronomy 10 and 12 will tell you that it's for your own good. This is going to be good for you to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. That everything will be well with you. Deuteronomy is just reiterating. This is literally called the second law. So it's reiterating what we already read and what Exodus and Leviticus and everything leading up to it. So you know how we as Israelites, we forget. So the Most High had to give it to us again in Deuteronomy, right? Give us a double dose of it, you know, because we'll forget. You know, we'll start going off, right?
If we don't believe to the second or third time we hear it.
We got to hear it over and over again. We go to the New Testament, got to hear it again. We still hearing it, right? Because how we are, man. Short attention span, want to do what we want to do, right? So from that, let's go to Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25, right? So the Most High overcame the spiritual demon Satan by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, going back into the precepts and cutting him. He cut him with the Old Testament. So that ought to let you know how mighty the scriptures is. And with your anxiety and depression, you have to realize that you can't do this alone. You can't take a carnal way. You can't speak to somebody carnal. You have to go into the scriptures. And that man has to bring some precepts out for you. You know what I mean? Go back remember the old ways. Always go back to the old ways. If you want to be straight in this thing. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
Right, so what is he talking about? That which you have already, hold fast till I come. Right? That grace, that mercy, right? The understanding, the truth. You have all these things, man. Hold fast to that which is good, right? Until what? Hamashiach Yahushua come. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And he that overcometh.
Right, so he said, he that overcometh, go ahead.
And keepeth my works.
Keep the works, right? Go ahead.
Until the end.
Now.
To him.
Hold on. To the end or now?
To the end.
To the end. Most I said, Yahushua, and Yahweh said, keep my commandments to the end. Go ahead.
To him will I give power over the nation.
So that's how you're gonna get the kingdom. Because when you're a king, then you can't be a king if you don't run a kingdom. And you can't be a king if you don't rule over a people. Esau is the king right now. Whether you like to hear it or not, Esau is the king right now, right? Because he rules over a people. The same way the Most High is saying that you keep my law, statutes, and commandments until the second coming of Hamashiach Yahushua, right? To the end, that's when you're going to get that rulership. That's how you're going to get that kingdom, right? What verse you on?
26.
Go ahead, keep reading.
All right, verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
And we're going to rule them with a rod of iron, right? We're going to rule these nations. We're going to beat them into submission, right? Go ahead. And Salakia. And again, this is not a race. This is a marathon. You know, you can hold 1,000 camps. You can hold a camp every day of the week if you can get the whole week off, right? You're running. You're not. It's a marathon. You have to continue to endure. You'll burn yourself out trying to be over righteous and trying to overdo it. Now, is something wrong with doing more than one camp a week? No. But remember that it's a marathon. This is not a race. You don't want to burn yourself out. There's been brothers that came, they made it to the top, and they know every damn thing, and then all of a sudden now you don't see them no more.
Yeah.
They got tired of it. It's boring. They burnt out.
Yeah.
You understand? You don't want to be that brother. Just be steady. Do one. Hey, if this is what you do good, do that every week. Do it every time. Don't miss a week. You understand? And eventually you will grow from that. Don't try to do everything you see everybody else do. Brothers have different zeal. Every brother has different zeal. Some brothers will drive 10 hours to camp and 10 hours back. I was one of them. That's a hell of a zeal. But some brothers can't do that. It's too much. You know what I mean? But they can do other things, right? So always understand that this right here, this is a marathon, man. And you're gonna be scuffed up. You're gonna have bloody knuckles. Your knees gonna be ashy, right? You're gonna get jammed up. You're gonna get punched up. You're gonna get beat up, stabbed up, cut up. You're gonna get jammed up, right? Your folks ain't gonna hate your guts. Everybody's gonna not like you no more. People gonna look at you like you're weird. What you doing? Why you got the Bible open? Right? Always remember that, man. This is not a race, man. This is a marathon, man. Right? So let's get Judith 13 and 19. The book of Judith, chapter 13 and verse 19. So you have to understand that, man, the Most High said, be as a good soldier. Be a good soldier. You know, like I said, you can't let these anxiety and depression, all these different things Esau come out with, they're demons. That's all they are. They're demons and spirits. And you don't want to let them spirits and demons overcome you. You know what I mean?
13 and 19.
13 and 19.
This is the book of Jude, chapter 13 and verse 19. For this thy confidence shall not depart from the heart of men.
Right, so for this, read that again.
For this thy confidence shall not depart from the heart of men.
Right, so what's the heart?
The mind.
The heart is the mind. So for this thy confidence shall not depart from the mind of men. That's speaking about women and men, right? Go ahead.
Which remember the power of Yahweh.
Which remember the power of Yahweh. If you remember the power of Yahweh, that's going to put an automatic fear in your mind. And that fear is what's going to keep you keeping these commandments and keep you from breaking these Sabbaths, right? Go ahead.
Forever.
For what?
Forever.
Forever. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And Yahweh turned these things, Salakia, and Yahweh turned these things to thee for perpetual Salakia praise, to visit thee in good things, because thou hast not spared thy life for the affliction of our nation, but hast revenged our ruin, walking a straight way before our God.
Right, so walking a straight way before our God. So what is walking that straight way? That's the narrow path. That's not walking that wide path. Right? Because when you walk that narrow path, there's a gift at the end of that thing for you. Right? It said for those that keep that walk straight way. We say walk straight, but you know, back then they talk different. They say walk that straight way. Don't go left, don't go right, don't go to that fire on one side, don't go to that water on the other side, right? It's a thin line, right? So those people, you have to have confidence and faith even through your afflictions, like the Most High just said, that this is gonna pay off for you. If you don't have that, then you're gonna have a problem, right? So let's get First Maccabees 2 and 50. You have to have that in these days. Anxiety and depression will destroy you. These demons, they get stronger. These are powerful things, man. Go ahead. Let me know when you got it. Well, you got that new pages.
Here we go.
This
is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, and verse 50.
Uh-huh.
Now, therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your life for the covenant of your fathers. 51. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time. So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name. Verse 52. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation?
Right, so what was Abraham found faithful in temptation? Abraham, he left his country and just started walking with his wife. The Most High told him to do something. He gave him a commandment orally, and he got up and started walking. How much faith is that? Leave where you from, your family, everybody you know, and go to Egypt. That's faith. Isn't he called the father of faith? Abraham is the father of faith. Go ahead.
And it was imputed unto him for righteousness. Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt.
So when the other 11, or the other 10, because Benjamin was still too young at that time, but when the other 10, chiefly Simeon too, but really the other 10, put Joseph in that hole, and the Ishmaelites came and sold him, he still held fast in Egypt and wound up being a ruler over the heathen. Because he had faith, he kept the law, statutes, and commandments still. He didn't let that fluster. Imagine being in a whole nother nation where you don't know nobody, and all hell breaking loose around you, and you around a bunch of heathen. And then you got your brothers, now they in captivity, and you know that that's your brothers, but you can't let everybody know that. Then they got Benjamin, Simeon. They don't want to relent. It's a lot that went on, right? So go ahead.
Verse 54. Phineas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Yahushua, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel.
Right, so Yahushua fulfilled the word. The word that was in the so-called Old Testament. He did what? Read that again.
Yahushua for fulfilled the word.
He fulfilled the word. He didn't fulfill the law. The word. What's written in the scriptures is the word of the Lord. He fulfilled that. He didn't say that you can just do what you want to do now. Go ahead.
Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land.
Right, Caleb. So he was able to get into the land. Caleb in the Hebrew, Kalab, that means dog. A dog is the most loyal thing in the world. You got a dog don't care if you beat him up, do whatever. A dog gonna always be there for you. A dog will fight a lion. A lion will come right there, and the dog will be like, yo, I gotta fight this lion to protect you. So Kalab means loyal. He was a loyal man, and he was able to see the kingdom when the rest of Israel just about wasn't able to, the ones from that generation wasn't able to see it. The only two was able to see it was who? Joseph and Caleb. That was it. You see that? So he was able to see that thing, and he was able to eat from that fruit, man. That sweet fruit. Go ahead.
David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom.
Right, so David being merciful over Saul, man. He was very merciful. He could have killed Saul 10 times over, man. Caught him slipping. He over there, he sleep. He cut a little bit off, let him know, hey, I could have killed you, man. I could have got you up out of here, but I didn't.
Guerrilla warfare.
Okay? I'm letting you know what it is, man. You understand? Hey.
That's how they move,
I'm letting you know, hey. This, just like that, right? But he was merciful to Saul, even though Saul was after him with a vengeance, man. Threw a javelin at him. Tried to pin him up against the wall, tried to jam him up. David had to slide up out that thing. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on, baby, you tripping. Oh, you is tripping. Right? Come on. Keep reading.
Elias, for being zealous and fervent for the laws, was taken up into heaven.
Right? And Elijah was taken up through a chariot, man. He had so much faith and righteousness, the Most High said, let me get him up out of here.
Okay, then.
Him and Enoch, both of them was taken up. Got to get him up out of here, man. Right? So even through all this anxiety, you have this to lean your hat on. You can hold your hat on and let this be your confidence. These scriptures is what's gonna keep you up. I'm getting chills right now. It's a beautiful thing, right? Go ahead.
Ananias, Azarias, and Mishael.
And Mishael, they was with who? Daniel, right? They was in that. They was in there with that fire, right? Thought they was gonna burn them up, right? Go ahead.
By believing.
All they had to do was believe. They believed in that the Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, was gonna protect them from that fire. And what happened?
Were saved out of the flame.
No, Yahweh let them just burn up right there.
Was saved out of the flame.
He was saved out of the flame, man. You see that? Go ahead.
Daniel, for his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of lions.
Right, so Daniel was innocent. Another word for that is meek. He was meek, man. He ain't want no wrongdoing, man, to nobody, man. He kept the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, but the Most High still had to use him as a teaching tool, right? He survived in a den full of lions. They thought for sure them lions was gonna tear him up. They didn't think that he was gonna come out of that thing like that. But he had faith, man. Go ahead.
And thus considered ye throughout all ages that none.
Throughout what?
Throughout all ages.
So he's saying consider, think about it throughout all ages. This is an age. 2024 is considered an age. It's an age of knowing and understanding and a different level of intelligence according to the Bible. That knowledge shall increase. We're at the end. We're at almost the pinnacle of the understanding of the Bible. This is where it ends. Right? Go ahead.
That none that put their trust in him shall be overcome.
So none that put their trust in the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, shall be overcome. Right? So when you get these demons on you, got to understand that you can overcome these demons. The Most High just said it. You have to believe in them. A lot of us that's going through all these things, man, hey, your belief is low. Your belief is low. You know what I'm saying? And you thinking that you got all the faith. You thinking you out here, you putting in this work. But where's your belief, man? You ain't really got that belief like that. And you going through hell, man. You got all kind of ailments. Huh? You're going blind. You got different things going on. These demons jumping on you. You're beating up people all the time. You're doing all levels of wickedness. And you trying to and you don't know why it's going on. The Most High said it's your belief, man. Then the Most High just say all that believe shall overcome. And the Most High, he's not lying about that. Let's get Numbers 33 and 19. The Most High is not one that's gonna say something and that's not gonna be what it is, man. You got to understand that. This is gonna be your confidence in your anxiety, in your depression, in your infirmities, with your family, with your wife, with your girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. Because any woman you're dealing with is your wife. Go ahead.
33 and 19.
Huh.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 33 and verse 19. And they departed from Rithmah and pitched at Ramah Perez. And they departed from Ramah Perez and pitched in Libnah.
Salakia, Numbers 23 and 19. Salakia.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 19. Yahweh is not a man that he should lie.
Now he's a man that he's just gonna tell anything that come out his mouth, and it is what it is.
Yahweh is not a man that he should lie.
Why the Most High gotta lie to us? He created everything that we seeing right here. Why he gotta lie to us? Who are we that he gotta lie to us? Who are we that he should bite his tongue for us? Who is he that he can't say what he want to do and what he really want to say? He got to kind of hide it and don't really say it or don't really do it. See, one thing you got to understand, is I learned this from my daddy years ago. You only lie to people you scared of. And the Most High ain't scared of us. We should have fear of him. The only, if you go to work and you tell the boss, hey, look, the dog ate my homework at school. Oh, I couldn't make it because such and such. You scared that you're going to lose that job.
Yep.
So you're lying to him. You lie to your mom sometime when you come in. You say, oh, yo, I was doing this, that, and the third. But you know she hot. You understand? You won't lie to her. So you only lie to people you scared of. That means you shouldn't lie to your brothers and sisters about nothing, because you should never be scared of nobody. You understand? Except Hamashiach Yahushua. Right? So the book of Numbers chapter 23 and 19 said the Most High is not a God that he should lie. So he's not afraid of us to lie to us. So when the Most High say he's going to do this, you're going to get the kingdom. You're going to, if you abide by my law, statutes, and commandments to the end, you'll be saved and get the kingdom and rule over the nations. That's what he meant. He didn't bite his tongue. You understand? So let me get Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 7.
The book of Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 7. Let the wicked forsake his way.
Right, so let the wicked forsake his way. Go ahead.
And the righteous man, and the unrighteous man, Salakia, his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord. And he will have mercy upon him. And to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. Verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts. So
the thoughts of the Most High is not our thoughts. Stop thinking you know what the Most High is, what he's thinking. You don't know. A lot of them don't even know why the Most High still spared David after he did what he did. The Most High's ways is way higher than what you think it is. And the Most High does what he wants to do, pursuant to the book of Romans, right? Go ahead.
Neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Verse 9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth.
So you looking up, the heavens, the sky, that's considered the first heaven. You got the second heaven, then you got the third heaven where the Most High dwells. So the heavens are higher than the earth that we're on as terrestrial beings, right? The Most High lives with the celestial, right? Go ahead.
So are my ways higher than your ways.
So the same way that the heavens is higher than the earth, my ways are higher than your ways. Go ahead.
And my thoughts than your thoughts.
And my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. You can't think with me. I'm the Most High. Go ahead.
For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth in bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Right. So what is it? When the snow comes down, does it go back up?
Nah.
When the rain comes down and it fertilizes the seeds that we make grow crops, do it go back up? Don't let Esau tell you that the water vapor go up and then the rain come back down. Where is that in the Bible? Somebody comes from water vapor and then they go back up. What did the Most High just say? The Most High said when the rain comes down, it does not go back up. So the same way the snow comes down thither and doesn't go back up, the rain comes down thither and it doesn't go back up, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me what? Void. Read. But it what? It shall not come back to me void.
Okay. What should not? Hold on.
Verse 11.
Okay. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it.
You understand? So the Most High giving us this word. He's giving us this confidence. It ain't gonna come back to him. It ain't like that check. You know, you get that check and then you think you got a check and it's void. No, it ain't like that. The Most High, just like the snow comes down and doesn't return, the water comes down, the rain and it doesn't return, the Lord's word will not return back to him void. It's going to seek out and it's going to accomplish everything that the Most High sent it out to do, right? Almost like Voltron. Remember Voltron, they just send them lions out and they go and they do everything? Same thing with the Most High's word. It's going to accomplish everything that it's sent out to do. right? So let me get what we at? You at 11? Keep reading.
Come at 11.
Mm-hmm.
So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. It shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. Verse 12. For ye shall go out with joy, and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands.
Right, so we know that the trees is men, right? So all the trees of the fields are going to clap their hand. The mountains, right? The continents, the countries, everybody all over the world, they're going to burst into singing, right? Everything is going to come back to us. So the Most High speaks in similitudes. The trees are not finna just start talking. You know, the tree, I go by the tree say, hey man, where you going, Lamek? What's the problem? It's not going to happen like that. It's not. It doesn't work like that, right? Let's get 13.
13. Instead of the thorn shall come up the fir tree, and instead of the briar,
the stick of briar,
the briar shall come up the myrtle tree, and it shall be to the Lord for a name, for an everlasting sign that shall be not cut off.
Right, that shall not be cut off, right? So yeah, so you see that? So the Most High, everything he says is going to go out, it's not going to come back to him void. So let's get, matter of fact, let's get Matthew chapter 17 and 15, right? Because you got to understand, man, these demons, they excel at strength. These anxieties, these different depressions, they excel in strength, man. You know, you got porn demons, you got all kind of alcohol demons, you got sex demons, you got all kind of demons, food demons, right? These things continue to become strong long as they dwell in your body. You know, if a demon's dwelling in your body, it's going to become stronger by default. You're not doing nothing to purge that demon out of your body, right? So let's get there.
The book of Matthew chapter 16 verse 15.
17 verse 15.
This verse 17 verse 15. Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic, and so vexed. For
start at 16.
Verse 16. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him.
Salakia, I'm tripping. Salakia, Israel. Start at 14. Matthew 17 and 14. Salakia.
The book of Matthew 17 verse 14. And when they were come to the multitude, there come to him a certain man.
Right, so this man came out of nowhere, right? Come to Yahweh Shai, right? I mean to the apostles. Go ahead.
Kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is lunatic, and sore vexed. For oft times he falleth into the fire.
Right, so this man's son had a lunatic. He was a lunatic. A lunatic, that's another word of saying, you know, he schizophrenia, you know, all these different things, right? Dementia, all these different things that Esau diagnosed you with has already been spoken about in the Bible. So this man has a demon on him. His son has a demon on him. He has a lunatic on him, right? Go ahead.
And off into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him.
Right, so he brought the boy that had the demon to the disciples to purge that demon off of him, and they couldn't kill him. So he brought him to who? Amashiach Yahushua. Go ahead.
Then Yahushua answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, Salakia, how long shall I be with you?
Right, because you should have enough faith to purge this demon out of this boy. I'm not going to be here forever. I know I got to go back to the Father. You understand? Yahushua say, I go and come back to the Father. You understand? So he's going to go to the Father and come back, and he's knowing this from a young age. He already knows that he's going to have to die for these niggas, these people, right? So he's telling them, look, how long am I going to be here to have to do this work, right? Go ahead.
How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me.
So bring him here to me. Go ahead.
And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. Then came the disciples to Yahushua apart and said, why could not we cast them out?
So the apostles like, we know everything just about that you told us. Why couldn't we cast this demon out of this boy? Go ahead.
And Yahushua said unto them,
What did he say?
because of your unbelief.
Man, no, you didn't believe you can cure him. You seen him bucking and acting crazy, and you gave up the ghost. You gave up the ghost when you seen him bucking and he loose and tripping, right? Where's your faith at, man? Let your faith be your confidence in these last days. Go ahead.
For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed.
And you know the church love to say that if you got faith, that's a grain of the mustard seed. They don't even know what's going on. Faith in what? They don't even know what they got faith in. Talking about if you got faith as a grain of a mustard seed. Shut up.
Come.
Shut up, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Stop
Get out of here.
That white boy, come.
Yeah, you talking about Easter damn John Travolta, man. You got faith in John Travolta as a mustard seed. Shut up, man. Go ahead.
Ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Right, man. So you gotta have faith in this thing, man. You know, if you got faith the size of a mustard seed, and your faith is that strong, you could tell that mountain to move. You could tell them to go this way, you could tell them to go that way, right? And that mountain gonna get up and get the hell on, right? So what was that? 2021?
No, that was 20.
321.
Okay. Verse 21. How about this kind goeth not out by prayer and fasting?
Right. So this kind of demon, you can't just cast it out without prayer and fasting, man. So if you going some of these lunatic and some of these depression, right? Some of these demons that Esau diagnosed you with, hey, it's not gonna go away without fasting and praying. Fasting goes good with praying according to the scriptures, right? So sometimes you may be sick, man, and you going through something, man. You gotta sit down and you got to pray and you gotta fast. You gotta afflict yourself, right? So the Most I say, some of these demons are strong or so strong that you can't just purge them out with talk, right? So let's double down on that. Let me get Matthew 4 and verse 23. Because these diagnoses that Esau hitting you with, they just be demons, man. They be demons, you know what I'm saying, in disguise. Got it?
Got it.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 4, and verse 23. And Yahushua went about all Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, and preaching the gospel of the kingdom.
Right, so you're preaching the gospel. So in the book of Luke, chapter 4, and verse 17, Isaiah, verse 61 and 1, he's preaching the gospel to all Israel. Go ahead. And
healing all manner of sickness and all manner of disease among the people.
The people, us. Go ahead.
And his fame went throughout all Syria.
Right, so mind you, Yahushua did not start off preaching in Nazareth. He gained his fame outside of Nazareth. And when he came back, he was able to get that kind of respect, right? Go ahead.
And they brought unto him all sick people that were taken with diverse diseases.
Diverse what?
Diseases.
So he brought people that were sick with all diverse diseases. There's diverse diseases, diverse sicknesses, diverse demons, man. Go ahead.
And torments.
And torment. Shit, that be tormenting people throughout the night. You roaming and getting up, you don't know what's going on, man. You think you see something, you think you hear something, something out the door, you don't know what's going on, man. These are demons that's on people. Some people born with these demons on, right? This is judgment, man. You born with a judgment on you. You wondering what's going on, why is this going on like this, why this person look like this, acting like this. It's already written it was going to be like that. You got to kind of deal with that thing, right? Go ahead.
Those which were possessed with devils.
Possessed with devils. Demons, spirits. These are all spirits. Go ahead.
And those which were lunatic.
Those that were what?
Which were lunatic.
Those that was lunatic, they was bugged out. Go ahead.
And those that had the palsy.
That what?
That had the palsy.
They had that cerebral palsy that Esau be talking about. doing their hands like this, they can't stop doing it. Go ahead.
And he healed them.
And he healed them. Mm-hmm.
And there followed him great multitudes of people from Galilee, and from Decapolis,
Mm-hmm.
and from Jerusalem,
Mm-hmm.
and from Judea,
Mm-hmm.
and from beyond Jordan.
Right, so that's all I wanted on that. So these things that Esau is diagnosing as being something that you need to take pills for and all these different things. Now, the scriptures does speak about go to the what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the exact physician, right? Go to the physician, right? But don't put your faith in the physician, you know what I mean? Because they are put here to help you. The Most High did bless their hands to help you, right? But at the end of the day, these different things that we looking at on a carnal level is all spiritual. Everything is spiritual. The Most High created everything. The only way that you can fix yourself from these things is by the Spirit. It's by the Holy Spirit. It's by the Scriptures. It's by the understanding of the Scriptures, man. Precept upon precept is how you deal with these things, right? So these things, don't look at it on a carnal level that is something that you can't fight. These things are spiritual and they're demons, okay? Let me get Psalms chapter 103 and verse 20. And again, these some of these demons, like Yahushua just said, you can't get these demons out of you without fasting and prayer. Fasting and prayer. Because they excel in strength, right? Let me know when you get there. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms chapter 103 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength.
That do what?
Excel in strength.
So the angels excel in strength. The angels are spirits too. They're spirits. Demons are spirits. They excel in strength. Go ahead.
That do his commandments.
And they do his commandments. They do what the Lord say. You sitting out here trying to fight these demons and you're not praying. The Most I say, this is I'm gonna put this in front of you, but this is how you're gonna overcome it. He gonna try you with it, but he also giving you the G code on how to get over it too at the same time. So the Most High, you may be tripping over why the Most High doing this, because he controls everything, but he also gives you the way that he gives you the sickness, right? He gives you the diagnosis in the Bible, right? And then he gives you the cure. It's on you if you don't take the cure. If you don't go precept upon precept and get the understanding, it's on you, right? So let's jump from there. Let's get Acts chapter 19 and verse 13. We're going to start simmering down a little bit. Acts chapter 19 and verse 13.
This is the book of Acts chapter 19 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits.
Right, so what's a vagabond? A vagabond is a person that has no exact place to be. They don't live anywhere. They don't have a particular place to go, right? So these are vagabond Jews. They just all over the place. They don't have any order. They thinking that they could cast out demons, right? Go ahead.
Took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits.
So they took upon themselves. They said, hey man, hey, you got an evil spirit, come over here. We're gonna cast this spirit off of you. Now we just read in the prior precepts that these demons excel in strength, and these demons can only be removed by fasting, much fasting and prayer. Because these spirits excel in strength, right? Go ahead. So they're gonna call these people and say, hey, we're gonna cast these demons off. Go ahead.
The spirits in the name of the Lord Yahushua.
Right, so after this, Yahushua wasn't around no more, so they said they're gonna call, they're gonna get these spirits out in the name of Yahushua. Go ahead.
Saying, we adjure you by Yahushua, whom Paul preached.
Who Paul was talking about, right?
And there were 7 sons of Sceva, a Jew and chef and chief of the priests, which did so.
Okay.
And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahushua I know, and Paul I know.
What did that evil spirit say? Start from the beginning.
And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahweh Shai I know.
This spirit said, I know Yahweh Shai. I know him. Go ahead.
And Paul I know.
And I know Paul, Saul, we know him. These spirits, I know who these dudes is. Go ahead.
But who are you?
But who the hell is you? Who is you? I don't know you, man. Like Big Pun say, I don't know you, man. These spirits know. These spirits are of old. They know the spirit of Mashiach Yahweh Shai. That spirit been here from the beginning. He know Paul and Saul's spirit. He know your spirits. They know who we are, right? But who in the hell are you, right? These spirits said, go ahead.
Verse 16. And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them. And
so the spirit did what? The spirit leaped on these 7 dudes and overcame them, right? We were just speaking about in the beginning, we were speaking about overcoming, right? Go ahead.
And overcame them and prevailed against them.
So that spirit whooped they behind, man. That spirit beat the hell out of them, jumped in them, probably made them punch themselves. They damn kicking the wall till their feet broke. You know what I mean? Kind of rammed their head up against the wall, you know? Probably took some stuff and started hitting themselves with it. That spirit jumped on them because there's some spirits that excel in strength. These spirits excel in strength. These demons are not weak. So when you had this palsy and all these different anxieties and different depressions, you have to understand that you have to go to the scriptures, man. You got an elder. Go to the elder and have them, you know what I'm saying, pray for you. Well, not pray for you, but pray for you in private. Right? Not to you, because that's just to be seen of men, right? And also give you some precepts that you can study to help get your spirit and get that evil out of your heart, man. You understand? What was you just say?
I was at 16.
Read 16.
And the man in whom evil spirit was leaped on.
So the man who had the evil spirits on him in the first place
leaped on them.
Jumped on their ass. You wicked too. You ain't keeping no command. Well, you half doing this thing, man. You think you worried about him? I'm finna jump on you. Go ahead.
And overcame them. And prevailed against them.
And he won. Go ahead.
So that they fled out of the house naked and wounded.
And he sent their asses naked with their butt cheeks swinging. Pause. Man, shot them niggas up out of there running, man. Naked. Beat them out their clothes. These demons will beat you up out of your clothes. It's funny, but it's real. These diseases is something else, man. And the Most High send them out. But he also gives you the diagnosis, he gives you the sickness, and then he gives you the cure. It's on you if you don't take that cure. If you don't open the scriptures up and take this cure, you're going to have to deal with that thing, man. And some of these things, it's just going to be what it is, right? So from that, let's get Luke chapter 4 and verse 18, right? Luke chapter 4 and verse 18.
The book of Luke chapter 4 and verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
Right, so this is the gospel that Yahweh Shai was sent to preach to all Israel, right? Of course, we know that's in the book of Isaiah, chapter 61 and verse 1, right? And through different parts of the Bible, it's being brought up more than once, right? So go ahead.
To preach the gospel.
To preach the gospel, the good news.
To the poor.
To the poor.
He have sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
To heal who?
The brokenhearted.
The brokenhearted. That's all I wanted from this. So he sent, the Most High sent Yahweh Shai to heal up the brokenhearted. What is the heart? It's the mind. Depression is a form of having a broken mind. Your mind is broken. The depression, anxiety, wickedness, right? Devils, demons, spirits, all these different things leap upon you, but the Most High sent Yahweh Shai to bind that thing up. If you remember that, I got you. You remember that movie, The Craft? There was a bunch of witches, right? And if you remember that prayer that they said that I invoke you to bind you. If you remember that, to bind you. And they kept getting taped and they was binding it up, but they was making like the form of the people, right? So that's the same thing. They take that from the scriptures, right? The Most High is there to bind up those evil spirits where they can't do nothing to you no more. Let the spirit bind you. It's going to bind it, right? It's going to tie it up, jam it up, right? So the Most High, Yahushua, was sent to bind up the broken-minded, the people that of depression, the ones that don't know if they're going to make it to the next day, the ones that don't know, well, if the police stop you, am I going to get killed? Or they're going to shoot me down dead in the street? I'm pretty sure George Floyd didn't know he was going to die that day by the knee of a police officer. These are people that, this is what the Most High is sent. He sent to the children of Israel, right? Right? So let's go to, from that, let's get Sirach chapter 20 and verse 21. The book of Sirach chapter 20 and verse 21. Because one thing we got to stay out of is we got to stay out of our own mind, man. Your own mind will entrap you sometime, man. And your own understanding. You leaning on to your own understanding. You on a kickstand, you know. About to lean on to your own understanding, man. You don't want that. Let me know when you get there. And once again, I hope everybody is getting edified, and that everything is being spoken out clear, and go back to these precepts and study, man. Especially you that's in the service. Get it up. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 20, verse 21. There is that is hindered from sinning through want, and when he taketh rest, he shall not be troubled. Verse 22. There is that destroyeth his own soul through bashfulness, and by accepting a person's overthrown himself. Verse 23. There is that for bashfulness promised to his friend, and maketh him his enemy for nothing. A lie is a fool blot in a man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught.
Sulaki, did I tell you Sirach 30?
No, Sirach 20 and 21.
Let's get 30 and 21. Sulaki.
Sirach 30 and 21?
Nah, you get it right here. Get it right here. Sirach 30 and 21 right there.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 20 and verse 31. 30 and 21, Salaki. Give not over thy mind to heaviness.
Right, so yeah, stay out of your own mind. The whole point. Do not give your mind over to heaviness, man. Always continue to endure. Go back to the scriptures. Learn the old ways. Find different ways to get out from up under that. Don't always have your mind in a cloud and have it heavy all the time, right? Because these things will, in turn, they will destroy you over time. Right? Go ahead.
And afflict not thyself in thy own counsel.
And look, you sitting up here talking to yourself, trying to counsel yourself, you're gonna destroy yourself. What did the Lord just say? He says, verse 22. Verse 21. It says, give not over thy mind to heaviness, right? So what is he saying? Seek counsel, seek the elders, seek somebody else. Don't just be sitting there at the crib bugged out in your mind, because you will destroy yourself because you're leaning on to your own understanding. You're not thinking right. That's why when Job was going through that thing, he had different people to come around there and talk to him. Even the wicked people of Teman came down and tried to give him counsel. The Temanites, right? So understand that, man. You got brothers and sisters in this thing that's willing to deal with you. Get on the line. Let it be known. Get on the thread. Let it be known, because you will destroy yourself dealing with your own mind. Did you have a precept?
With the mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, the precept with the mind.
Yeah.
This is a precept dealing with the mind. This is the book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 21. For from within, out of the heart of men,
out of the mind of men, go ahead,
proceed evil thoughts.
Evil thoughts.
Adulterers. Fornication.
Thinking about sex, having sex with somebody else's wife. Fornication, all levels of wickedness, go ahead. Murderer. Thinking about how I'm going to kill this nigga if he don't stop doing this, that, and the third, go ahead.
Thieves.
thieves. Hey, being covetous. I want to steal this boy junk. I want to steal his wife. I want to steal his house. I want to steal what he got. What, you got jewelry? Or you got a menorah chain? I want that too. Ooh, let me get that frankincense. That's wicked, man.
Yeah.
Stay out of your own mind, man. Because your mind is going to proceed wickedness. Is just in there. But these precepts, these laws, statutes, and commandments is going to bind those things. Go ahead, keep reading.
Wickedness, no, deceitfulness.
Deceitful, being deceitful. Pulling the wool over somebody's eye. Telling somebody one thing and you know it's something else. Setting somebody to get jammed up. Oh, go around that corner and get that. You know there's niggas around there that's going to rob them. That's wicked, man. You're doing your brother wrong. Go ahead.
Lasciviousness.
Lasciviousness,
An evil eye.
An evil eye, pursuant to the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Having an evil eye towards your brother. You see him, you like, nah, I can't stand that nigga. Every time he come around, why this nigga, why he here? We was just having a good time before this brother came. Look how he wears fringes. Why he wear blue fringes? Don't nobody else do that. We all wear gold fringes. Oh, he got the red ones. Look, oh, now he got the silver shoes on. Where you get that from? That nigga trying to be seen of man. I had it happen to me. You understand? Oh, why he doing this? Why he doing that? You having an evil eye, man. Leave that man alone. Let that man come to keep the tabernacle. He come to keep the Passover. You just hating, bro. And you don't want to admit it, but you're hating. Leave him alone. You know? Because he eventually gonna whisper in your ear. That's a shot. That's a shot. He gonna eventually whisper in your ear. You understand? Right? So that was it on that?
Blasphemy.
Being blasphemy, prideful.
Foolishness.
Being foolish. Being a foolish person. Always jaw-jacking. Always got something negative to say about somebody. You understand? Telling jokes, but telling it in a way that's wicked, man. You know that you really mean that what you're saying. But you hiding it behind jokes. You hiding it behind vanity. You put up a shade, but you already know that you really ain't got. You got an issue with this person here. That's wicked, man. Right? So let's go back to what we was. Just Sirach. Did you read all the 25 already? Sirach 30? No, you didn't. Sirach 30 and...
No, I ain't read 25. Let me see it.
Sirach 30 and 22. Start from there.
The book of Sirach chapter 30 and verse 22. The gladness of the heart is the life of man.
Right, so when you happy, man, that's the life of a man, man. You know, the scripture say, drink a little wine and make you merry. That's the goal of a man. You know, go ahead.
And the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days.
So, you hear Jake, some Israelites, man, hey, man, you laugh too much. You giggle too much. Man, leave that man alone. Let that man laugh. What the Most High just said. What did he just say? He said what? Read that again.
The gladness of the heart is the life of man.
The gladness of the mind is the life of man. Keep reading.
And the joyfulness of
the who?
The joyfulness.
He's joyful. Leave him alone. He joked too much. He need to be more austere. You ain't your house shot. Stop tripping, man. Go ahead.
Of a man prolongeth his days.
And that's gonna prolong your days. You hear even the old folks, they wicked as hell, but they'll tell you, man, you know what I'm saying? You gonna live a long time. Cause you're always laughing and smiling. How do they know these things? They got a zeal, but it don't always come from the book, but they can feel it. They know that that's gonna preserve your life. Go ahead.
Love thy own soul.
Love your soul, man. Don't be when you hate your soul, you'll put anything in it. You'll eat anything. You'll put yourself in a situation to jam yourself up. Hey man, think about yourself, man. Go ahead.
And comfort thy heart.
Comfort your mind, man. How do you comfort your mind? What did we just read at the very beginning? How do you comfort your mind? By keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. John 16:23-33. Proverbs 3:26, right? Let the Most High and the law, statutes, and commandments be your comfort, right? Yahweh was Yahweh's comfort on this earth, and now Yahweh is our comfort on earth. You understand? Let that be your comfort. Let that be your confidence, right? Hope I'm not jumping around too much, right? Keep reading.
Remove sorrow far from thee.
And remove sorrow far from you, because you're going to bug yourself out. Again, you in your own mind being sorrowful, and you around here ain't got nobody, you ain't talk to no elders, you ain't call no brothers up, you just in the room rocking in the damn corner like the damn exorcist, you know what I mean? You over there sweating for nothing, the AC on, you sweating bullets, you tripping, you look-a-hooing, you don't know what's going on, you peeking out the blinds,
Tweaking, ain't
the damn bird flight think it's a bat, you don't know what's going on, man.
all over the place.
It's all over the place, man.
God.
See, the scriptures say, seek the counsel of the elder, man. Let me get Sirach chapter 6 and verse 36. Sirach 6 and verse 36.
It's the book of Sirach chapter 6 and verse 36.
Mm-hmm.
And if thou seest a man of understanding.
So if you see a man that's in the truth, you see an elder man. He don't necessarily have to be in the truth for a long time. He could be a brother that's real mighty with them precepts, right? So if you see a man of understanding,
get thee bedtimes unto him.
right? Do what?
Get thee bedtimes unto him.
Right? So get close to him. Go sit over there by him. Right? Why do that? Because that's your wisdom. He's going to steer you in the right direction. He's going to talk about these laws, statutes, and commandments. He's not going to be talking about Boosie and Webby, man.
Come on, man.
His mind is going to be on these scriptures. Right? Go ahead.
And let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
He said, and let your feet wear his doorstep down. What does that mean? That means stay at his door. Every time you look out the door, you out there like, hey, elder, what's up? Hey, da-da-da-da-da, yada, yada, yada. Let your feet wear his doorstep down, man. Because you want that wisdom. You want that understanding. You want that guidance, man. You ain't over here bugging out in your own mind, man. Thinking about Esau all damn day long. Thinking about everything else, man. That's how you get over this anxiety and depression, man. Right? Go ahead.
Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord.
Let their mind be on what?
The ordinances of the
The
Lord.
law, statutes, and commandments. The fear of the Most High. All these different things. Let your mind stay on that. You got some people, they want your mind to be here and there. They want to break, kind of get in between and break you up from the Most High. Nah, man. Forget that, man. F that, man. I want to stay right up in here. Because this is where my confidence is. This is what keeps me safe. This is what keeps my mind from bugging out, man. Right? Having anxiety and depression, man. Having these demons on me. Right? Esau show you all the time. What is it? The exorcist? He brought that wicked pastor up in there, and that demon was like, man, I don't know who the hell you is. That damn head started spinning around. The demon started like wanting to piss on the dude.
Boy got ghost.
He got up out of that thing. That demon said, man, I don't know who the hell you is. What you mean? Get out of here, you the devil yourself. You a Catholic priest. Get out of here, man. You can't. How you gonna bind me? You more evil than me.
Hey, real
You got about 13,000 demons in you. I'm just one demon. Stop playing with yourself like that, right? Keep going.
And meditate continually.
Meditate. No, just meditate sometime. Just kind of chill, you know, this and that. No, meditate what?
Meditate continually.
Meditate continually. Now, again, that doesn't mean every day of your life you just meditating in the scriptures, right? But that means, you know, set up a schedule. Like the last lesson, set up a regimen, maybe 2 or 3 times out of the day, man. You might go into prayer. You might go into deep meditation, you know, or whatever the case may be. All of those things are very important, man. You understand? All of those things is going to keep your mind safe in these last days. Go ahead.
He shall establish thy heart.
He's going to establish your mind. He'll do it. He'll keep your mind in order. You want the Lord to establish your mind. What does establish mean? That means to write. That means to stamp it. That means to write it out. It's established. That this is what it is. If you keep your mind in meditation, your mind will establish, which means your mind will be trained to think about the scriptures, trained to study. But you got to stay doing it. You got to stay in it, right? You got to do it that way, because if you don't, then your mind going to be sometimes over here, sometimes over there. Might be over here, might be over there. It's hard, but it can be done, because the Most High said it can be done. Go ahead.
And give thee wisdom at thy own desire.
And he going to give you wisdom at your own desire. What you desire, he'll give it to you. This is just the G code. He's giving you the G code. He's telling you how to overcome this anxiety, depression, man. He said he'll give you the wisdom at your discretion. Ain't that beautiful? You sit up here asking the Most High for wisdom, he'll give it to you, but you got to do this. Deuteronomy 10 and 12 said just knowing that you are an Israelite, that's not going to get you nowhere. You have to do this thing now. It's the same thing. It's all throughout the Bible. It's never going to change. It's always going to be just like that. Right? Keep going.
Verse 7. Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee.
Right. So don't do no evil so that any harm is going to come unto you, man. Right? So let's get the last precept. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 16 and verse 12. No, in verse 26. Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 26. Let me see. I get it. Unless you want to get it in your book. You might got that, don't you?
Yeah, I think I might got that.
Alright. So like yes, bro. I didn't when I ordered my tabs, I didn't get all of them.
Wisdom of Solomon, what king?
16 and verse 26.
Wisdom of Solomon 16 and verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
That thy children, O Lord, whom thou lovest, might know that it is not thy growing of fruits that nourish man.
Right, so it ain't the growing of fruit, that good grapes and oranges and different things like that that's going to nourish you. It's not that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For it was neither herb nor mortifying plaster that restored them to health.
Right, so no herbs, no different types of different things is gonna save you in this thing. Right, go ahead.
But thy word.
But what?
But thy word.
But the word of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, that's gonna establish, that's gonna preserve you in these last days, pursuant to the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and 26 on down. Go ahead.
O Lord, which healeth all things.
So the Most High heal all things, all depression, all anxiety, all infirmities. Right. So with that, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ, Brother Lamak.
Brother,
We are the Servants Assembly, and we're gonna say Shalom.